building my castle of love just for two. Though you never know you were my reason, I've gone much too far for you now to say that I've got to throw my castle away. Though you never knew it was of you, why I've been dreaming. The Sandman has come from too far away for you to say come back some other day. And though you don't believe that they do come true. For did my dreams, so too when I looked at you. And maybe too if you would believe, you too might be overjoyed, over love, over me. Oh, I feel this way. I'm so caught up with your love. Oh no, I cannot hide. Oh no, no way. I'm caught up, trapped inside. Oh, I need to feel your touch every day. I'm so conquered by the way you smile. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you how I feel. A small tale of keep it real that I feel for you. I can't believe this is true. My love for you. How can I deny that I'm caught up with your life? I feel your body close and dear to my heart, and baby in my soul. I've got to let you know that I'm caught up with your life right there. Las Vegas, Teleè. If this world were mine, I would place at your feet all that I owe. You've been so good to me. If this world was mine, I'll give you a flower, the birds and the bees, and with your love beside me, it will be all I need. If this world was mine, I'll give you anything. Well, hello everyone, back in Z-Bus. It's Teleè, recording artist here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm here in New York, New York, just having a good time. About to head back home in a little bit. Got a show tonight. Went and had a CD release show last night where I went and met with a good friend that, you know, we're gonna have a good relationship. His name is Dula. He's another rapper that's out here in Las Vegas. He had a really nice release party. But, you know, just do a few things for y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. What's up, everyone? This is Teleè, recording artist. I was in the hot seat with I.C Jonez and Room Service Radio. Hey. He contacted me back in, I want to say August, and asked me, hey, you know, man, you coming back out and everything? I'm like, man, I didn't know if you want me back out of there. He's like, of course we do.
Yes, sir.
Come on back here. He said, come on back on this exclusive program. So,
hey, what's going on? It's your boy, I.C Jonez. Welcome to another episode of Hot Seat with I.C Jonez right here on Room Service Radio. You know how I go. We live every Thursday and Friday, 12 to 2. You know what it do. Now, I need y'all, when y'all just chilling and y'all at home, Roku, all right? Roku. When you go to Roku, make sure that you get the Blink Show TV app. All right. And when you go to that app, you're going to see journalist reposts, and you're going to find Hot Seat with I.C Jonez. You're going to find some reposted interviews. And man, when I tell you, they pick some great interviews and they out there right now. Roku, all right. Go to Blink Show TV app, journalist reposts, and you will find Hot Seat with I.C Jonez. You can also follow Blink Show TV on all social media. Blink Show TV, exactly how I say it. Blink Show TV. That's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. All right. Check them out. BlinkshowTV.com as well. All right. Now, today, I have one of their clients in the building. You feel me? And he goes by the name Teleè. What's happening with you, man?
You, man.
Huh? Last time, was it 2019?
2019. Couple years.
That's like 2.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you back.
And I would have been back sooner. It's just COVID happened, but, all of us had to stay strong through it all. And, of the emerging, I just try to make sure that I got back on course. Came back out to see the Las Vegas folks and all of you, and Blink Show TV, and Antonio and his family invited me back out in this industry. And I come out to share some more of my catalog, who I am.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So tell me, man, how did COVID affect you?
Oh, man. Well, I believe last time I was here with Mr. Sean White from Chicago, when I'll be going to see him soon, too. Mm-hmm. But I was doing hair more so at the time I was telling you about. Mm-hmm. And where it really affected me, it just really took a lot of my client and stuff like that, because, you're like the second licensed person to touch someone. So outside of a doctor, and it was just something that just really affected our businesses. And so I had to just go back into my Rolodex and go back to corporate. I'm back in corporate. I work for a company called IBP, and I pay their payroll and have a good time there. So
really,
it gave me a little bit more lift and gave me a little bit more finance in my pocket. Okay. New song I'm working on is called "Ain't No Stopping." Just talking about it's a new pay grade, so it's a different day. So I'm just trying to use the COVID effect. And what my experiences I've been through now, being 45, and just soaring. Yeah. Flipping the band away from my wing.
You still doing hair on the side though?
I do it more on a VIP level, where I'm giving I go in when there's a appointment. I work for a company called Charleston Salon in Columbus and in Worthington, one of our suburbs. Really nice ladies, I love them. So yeah. Absolutely. So I do that like after I do that, and then I still sing and just try to stay above float, don't drown. Absolutely. You have any children? I don't. I have two dogs, and they're my children. I don't have to send to college. Won't steal from me, won't talk back. Right. That's a fact. Yeah.
Growing up, Columbus, Ohio. Is that where you grew up at?
I did.
And that's where you born and raised at?
Correct.
Okay. How was that for you?
It was different, and it still is. And each time I've tried to seek to get away from it, because it's just that on my common day, everything is fine, but the force that I carry, it plays a toll in the environment that is so conservative that I feel like that I'm kind of drowning a bit. And so when I get these moments of getting out to these larger cities and getting out here, really trying to where they're looking for that. I was walking yesterday and the girls was out there with their furs on their hats and all that stuff, and people singing on the streets. And I'm like, oh, this is where I need to be in a way, but home is home too. So, I got a love there from my mom and my dad, my parents, as you saw before we even got started with the interview, grandma and them called and sent their silhouette. So there's love, but I need the love of now I need to expand. Yeah. And I have a lot of catalog out there that I want to share, a lot of messages. Yeah. A lot of R&B, inspirational type, Right. And, just healing. And that's what part of, like the COVID, which you've asked me about, and just other parts of my life have kind of led me up to what my writings are about. All that. Stay strong.
Now, when it comes to that, 2-parent household?
Yes. Been married for 48 years.
48?
Yeah. Dad's
Nice.
still working. Dad, kudos, he's down in Louisiana, New Orleans right now doing a job, almost 70. He
Now you
barely works.
smile when you say 48 years.
Yeah.
Why is that important to you?
Because love is the true Bible. A lot of people forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people give up. Anger and aggression and all that stuff is easier. That's why my last relationship was more of me chaining with weight on it versus, any other way. And that's what we all look for at the end.
Right.
At the end, if there was some type of calamity or some type of devastation that's happening, we always call. You even do it on top of a roller coaster. You call out for mom or somebody that you relate to love. So it's like we need to do that more because it's better.
Right.
I was sitting out there just probably about 2 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock would have been our time in Columbus. So I was up ready to go to work type concept last night. And I heard people laughing from afar. And that was so beautiful to hear. And I mean, you hear it in Columbus, but I mean, just
it's a difference.
On a Thursday?
Yeah, it's a difference. At 45, would you be willing to move now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because look, we have a wide open and wide range of singing, whether it's downtown, whether it's in North Las Vegas, whether it's on the Strip, even past the Strip. We have a lot of hotel casinos that need diversity, right, when it comes to music and culture. And your voice can bring us like a Jeffrey Osborne, a rendition or cover. You can give us those bass heavy artists, you know what I mean, and give us some of those classics while adding in a few of yours, and then you can have your music in the lobby for sale. You know what I mean? Like you can really become who you probably aspire to be, right? Right here in the city. You know what I mean? And I welcome people from all over. I'm born and raised here, and we're like a gumbo pot, like a melting pot of just people. And the locals and the people that visit, we're all in here together, and we're able to reach from different places around the country and put it into our own music as well. So it'd be nice, you know what I mean? But when it comes to that though, what do you aspire now as a musician to be or do, or what's your goals now?
To tell you the truth, I would love to do everything, all of the above. My only scare is that upon me working, I do a really good job working, and I'm very talented. And a lot of people, the competition in people is so crazy. And people even compete against things they don't even know how to do. And that affects your finances. So I had a lot of problems with my finances because of those things, because people, I could not just flow without an issue. I have a leopard jacket on. You can put it on today too. Those concepts where that's my only fear, someone interfering with my financial, get advances. That if I was to move to a larger city that has much higher, tax bracket, and things like that, that I wanted to make sure I have some security.
Yeah.
And that if I have my security, but no one can promise that, but I have a lot of skills that I can keep moving too.
Absolutely.
My other issue is my dogs. I have 2 barracudas, like I call them my big old just barracudas. I have South African Mastiffs that I would have to ship with me. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, my holdups are not there. I'm ready to go. And I know if I can, do those things, I could do that here. Yeah. And make more money.
You can drive, baby. Yeah. When I tell you, man, like, it's about the hustle and bustle in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to get on the grind. Yeah. The owner, BlinkshowTV, he's a grinder.
Yes.
He going to always have something pushing. Yes. You know what I mean? He and I are, like, in this good space where we both know we got to grind, and we support and respect each other's crafts and what we do.
Yes.
What got
like
you
a
to
trio?
Right.
We use that as that force. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And I've tried to do that a couple of times and, moving to other places that wasn't my time there, and it's, put me back. So if I can get into those, I'm willing, I'm ready.
I actually had Leopard in my brand, But God Situations. Yeah. The Leopard But God logo sold for the women, right? Yeah. But I had like a zebra hat and a cheetah print hat. And the people I was on tour with, they tried to clown. But guess what? My hat sold.
Yes.
My shirt sold.
And they complimented you.
Yes. And I didn't let that at all bother me. I laugh, joke, but I outsell you. It's okay.
I got that all morning. People, hey, I like that jacket. I'm like, well, that's a compliment coming from Columbus, Ohio. You know, and it's just about, you know, I said I did too. When I saw it, I bought it.
That's why I got it.
You know, that's why I got it. And it's about how you hang it, you know, and it's like, you know, if, a lot, you know, your confidence behind what you do. And I've modeled in Chicago when I lived there back in 2000 with Ebony, I'm sorry. And those things kind of like down because of things that happened in my life, I could not continue. But I have so many things that I've been storing and ready to unleash.
Yeah.
You know, I do like little movies from time to time. There's a movie that I just did a soundtrack for back in Columbus that my buddy is trying to lift it or whatnot. And we're trying to do some things, you know, together.
You guys should come down to the Las Vegas Black Film Festival.
Yeah.
Actually, Miss Michelle will be here for the second hour. She's the founder and owner of the Las Vegas Black Film Festival. It'll be here at the end of April. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you like to get your ducats up and come back, you know what I mean? Let's make it happen. But, you know, I had to wear my button-up vest because I knew you was coming with your best. You understand me? I had to get right.
I want to say my best.
It's right. But it's good on a level of like casual, but looks good.
Today.
And I know that a T-shirt and a button-up vest, I know that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because Teleè is cool. There go the smile. So look, man, check this out. How did you link up with Blink Show?
A few years ago, like almost 4 or 5, and a good friend of mine, she wanted to come. Her name is Maria, back in Columbus. She had moved from California. And we was talking as I was doing her pedicure one day and get ready to do her hair, and she had told me about her buddy here in Las Vegas. He contacted me back in, I want to say August, and asked me, hey, you know, man, you coming back out and everything? I'm like, man, I didn't know if you want me back out of there. He's like, of course we do.
Yes, sir.
Come on back here. He said, come on back on this exclusive program. So I was like, okay. He's like, you know, get on here. I said, well, my buddy just passed and I have to do some things first. So could we make it for a little bit around this time? And I couldn't have chosen a better time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So do me a favor, introduce these 2 songs you have for us.
Of course. One of the songs that I'm going to introduce to you today is called Get It Right. It's just all the things that we, in relationships and just life, you know, we just go through and we don't never really say what we're supposed to say. Get it right. Do it right. You know, get this relationship right. You know what to do. You know right from wrong. So that's kind of in that concept, but not chastity. It's all good. Quote a few things on there. And then also we have Hard to Beat the Feeling. And it's just about that love that's just you can't conquer. It's just no matter what way you walk, however I gaze at you, I just can't get past the feeling.
Okay.
You know, so that's what that's about.
Let's play it, man. Let's run them. We're going to run them back to back. Let's go. We got Teleè in the building, Columbus, Ohio. Hot Seat with I.C Jonez.
I've been trying, baby, you know I'm trying. We gotta get it right, get it tight. Get it right, get it tight. My baby, I'm sorry if this breaks your heart, my love. I've explained myself to the point I can say no more. No, babe, you never seem to play your cards right, no. You lose all control and make a run for the door. Oh, you do, honey, I can't fight my feelings no more. Something's wrong to the point I can't go on loving you no more. Baby, you know I try. Baby, you know I've been trying. Baby, you know I try. Baby, you know we gotta get it right. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. Even if it takes our heart. Get it right, get it tight. We gotta get it right. Get it right, get it tight. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. My baby. shady. I'm always willing to fulfill your fantasies, girl, and live day to day to make all your dreams come true and more, baby. Honey, I can fight my instincts no more. Something's wrong to the point I can't go on loving strong no more. Baby, you know I try. Baby, you know I've been trying. Baby, you know I try. Baby, you know we gotta get it right. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. Even if it takes out all get it right, get it right, get it tight. We gotta get it right. Get it right, get it tight. Yeah, oh yeah. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. My baby, I don't know what you could be thinking of when all I do is explain the realities. Why are you lazy? I'm always willing to give you what you need. So why it's so hard to do the same things for me, baby? Honey, I can't fight much longer. It's so bad that I don't know how to be stronger. No, baby, you know I try. I've tried, baby, you know I've been trying. Baby, you know I try. Yeah, baby, you know we gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. Even if it takes out get it right, get it right, get it tight. We gotta get it right. Get it right, get it tight. Oh, get it right, get it right, get it tight. My baby, oh, yeah, yeah, baby, we gotta get it right. Oh, baby, we gotta get it right. Oh, you know I need you, baby, in my life. Oh, yes, baby. Baby, you are always on my mind, baby. Oh, yeah. I can remember back in the day and how I first met you, babe. I can even recall the time in my mind, oh, when I first saw your smile, baby. It was the very first day that I saw you. I knew that I wanted your love so bad that I wanted to hold you, and it's hard to beat that thing because, baby, it's every day that I held you, the more that I long for your love. My feelings are getting stronger, and it's hard to beat the feeling, baby. You always have you all the one for me. Oh yeah, 'cause you're the one I need, baby, in my life. Oh yes, baby. Take a step back, you relax and rewind. Remember how we played and sing along on our phone lines all night long, girl. And when you whisper sweet nothings in my ear, and how you made me feel my inner child, baby. I still remember the time, baby, when I saw your face. I knew you were the one, and you've been my everything, baby, plus more. You're what I'm looking for, lady, in my life. I cannot let you go, no. It was the
Yo, Hot Seat with I.C Jonez right here on Room Service Radio. That was just Teleè in the building, man. Are those out and streaming now?
They actually are today.
Hey.
I set it up where I try to do a little perfect match so you can go out on any platform, especially like Apple, iTunes, Spotify.
Yep.
And that released today.
Okay.
As well as my other catalogs that's on there.
Nice, man. Nice. Let's get it rocking, right? Everybody go get it. Stream it now.
Please.
Give them the name of it again.
It's called Hard to Beat the Feeling, and also Get It Right. And there's many other title songs on there from my heart to y'all. And please accept me into the industry of trying to heal some of these souls out here, some of that old school.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Make it happen, baby.
Some of that Silk Sonic.
Hey, so what actually got you into music?
Just the industry. By, like when you ask me things about my childhood, from me telling you some of the things I did, it created a bubble. And my bubble's always been meditation of music. So I would just hum, just sing. I've been singing since I was 4 years old, and I would do it at different levels. And by, people out there, controlling, what you do sometimes, it sets your volumes where I was at one point had to always sing louder than my volume down on one. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that did is it gave me range, flexibility, and it helped me with my breathing. So I'm just trying to now give that all back, especially my tributes. I come out here to do BlinkshowTV, not only my music, but I come to also do a wonderful tribute to Stevie Wonder, Overjoyed. And I also want to do a tribute also to Andrea Day.
Okay.
Rise Up. And just, taking those and incorporating into my life what they meant to me.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing those I'll be doing a performance with BlinkshowTV. Don't know exactly the location yet. We'll be broadcasting on that later on or whatnot, but I'm looking forward to it.
For sure. And anybody else in your family do music?
No, actually, my mom and dad said they did some things back, earlier or whatnot, but that's kind of like what inspired me. Like they used to just powwow in the front room and send the kids to the back, and I'd be the one that's in the door frame, told to go to sleep. But I was learning. Yeah, I was listening to all those great legends, and that's a part of me. And I've also taken that, and I've learned to mimic over them years, and then I also created who I am and sound myself, as well. So I'm just really happy to be able to get that back out to the world if they'll have me.
Does the family support you?
They do, and they're doing better now.
Good.
I guess when you're the child that's always singing in the back, you kind of like, that's something you always did. So it wasn't looked at as wonderful as it is now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have a catalog out. How much music you got out right now? I
have total about 18 songs.
Nice.
But I only have 9 of them on platform right now.
That's cool.
It was just a little hard for me. You work hard to put everything there, but that also gave me comfortability too, by me having a little bit more better pay grade. As I said, my new song, you have to live some experiences, right, to be able to write at times. My Ain't No Stopping song is just talking about it's a different day, because now I'm able to put those things on platform and don't feel stressed that I have to sell a CD.
Right. Absolutely.
Or whatnot. So it's now more become a tribute. And even if it never came out to be anything, I've done something. Mm-hmm. And I have my documentary that I've been putting together. It's about 45 minutes long right now. Chiseling it down to even just that. And there's even longer parts that I'm gonna chisel it down, but it's just talking about, and showing you like my duration of what I've been doing over my course of my life, and some of the struggles, the fights, from the printing the CD covers and cutting them out with scissors and placing them correctly into the CD case, and going out there with a platform, handwriting them, putting them on my car, and that started at Akron, Ohio, and just trying. Yeah. They brought me out to Vegas, and, taking on to different steps. And my next step is Chicago, Illinois. Yeah. Which I've been there before, but I'm going back in a different rosary.
Is there anyone in Columbus that does what I do? Internet
They do, but they won't. They don't help, and they don't reach out, as much. And that's why this meant so much more for me, because like I almost had to come all the way out here to get some recognition. They know of me, you know, and they've functioned a lot of the functions like the Rib and Jazz Fest, the Soul Food Festivals, the Juneteenth festivals, and things like that. It was, you know, like around Columbus and Martin Luther King Fest and things like that, picnic in the park. But it's like you have to, I want to say you have to pay a lot of money, you know, or, you know, you just got to loan that right person.
Are you performing at those places?
I kind of like stopped over the last couple years.
But have you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I kind of stopped because it was like with trying to do it there, I was like, let me take, if I'm financing myself as an independent artist with, you know, help here and there, I have to take what I have where it can happen.
Yeah, take that show on the road, baby.
Yeah. And so that's what I've been doing. I went on a tour, rented a RV, and me and my buddies and friends and whatnot. And that was my last trip my buddy got to take with us. This past May last year, we went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And drove an RV, pulled a motorcycle for some shots, and and just went down there for that part of the tour. And every 2 months that, you know, even after now, I plan on going and doing something.
Nice.
You know, like I said, I have this card, and this is what I hand out now versus that CD. Because I had that old school mentality, like here's my CD, here's something physical you can touch. But with today's technology and stuff like that, I came up with, you know, like, let me do something in between. So my business card where you can find my things is where I went to.
Right. Okay. So growing up in a 2-parent household, right? What is something that mom embedded in you morally that still sticks with you today?
That she loves me no matter what. You know, and she's just been so amazing. And just watching her bounce back from all kinds of ways and how she's kept my father for all these years. And she's just remarkable, you know, and I love her to death, and she's beautiful. So
what does that do for you, like, to keep you going, or that you hold with you today, like, morally?
It does a lot for me because all I want to do is just shine back at her and show her what she's raised me to be. Okay. And even where I felt like I was in the shadow, sometimes she was still watching. Nice. She just had some things that she had to tune into herself, but she still knew I was there. Right. And she believed in me, and she's still like that today. So, and that's both of my parents.
What is
my brother too.
What is something that dad has embedded in you morally that still sticks with you today as a grown man?
My dad's like Kung Fu Joe. My dad sits there and he gives me mine and just badminton. He just lets me know that I'm not alone. Where you feel like you're a carbon copy and you're trying to go around and you're trying to find where your carbon copy is. And it's my father. My father is the one that I can relate to when I have my times. He lets me know that it's okay that you may wear your force. It may be attacked, but still keep on. Yeah. You know? And I'm like, okay, Dad. You know, and I'm doing that. And he roots me on. He's in Louisiana, as I mentioned earlier. Right. He's rooting me on here now. So we just try to do our thing.
What is one of the worst things that ever happened to you in your life?
The worst is not being
one of them.
Just the worst thing that outwins it all is just being like, I don't have one pure friend. And that's why I say I can understand the artists of the legends, the Whitney Houstons, the Luther Vandross, you know, all the people that's passed, you know, Prince, you know, because no one truly really loved them. You know, I mean, they may have their family love and things like that, but somebody that actually held them tight at night, you know, especially when they're writing the music that helps us. And I experienced that myself. Like, wow, you know, there always, you know, got to be something that's going on. But I'm sure that it's out there, you know, and that's something that we should never lose hope for. But most of the time, it's like a far catch. Okay. So that inspires me to keep fighting and persevere through everything. The things that would have helped me collapse if I would have got involved earlier have made me stronger by viewing it that way. Yeah. And being now 45 and ready for it.
And what's one of the best things that has happened to you?
One of the best things is I can get used now. I feel better today than I've ever felt,
Mm.
you know, and it's
That's
going to be
amazing.
that from here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not accepting it anymore. I've learned how to say no in my life,
Yes.
and I've learned how to say yes better.
Yes.
So that's what I'm doing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a but God situation where it was nobody but God that got you through it, got you to it, did it for you? Like one of those situations where it was nobody but God.
Every day in my life. Because even though that I still touch base on those people that love me, they still don't get 100% there. And the only one that gets 100% there is the Lord, you know, myself. And I watch, just like my neighborhood at home, I call it, one of my favorite movies was Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay.
Skid Row. You know, when you watch your Skid Row and you just watch and no one wants to get out of Skid Row and you're trying so hard to get out of it. And that's me. I've always been trying to get out of Skid Row. And I'm going to make it. And that's what part of the reason my journey here today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I can dig that, man. Is there anything that you would like to tell the people, any other striving artists or anyone older pursuing it? Is there any gems or tools or jewels you can give them today?
I just say the magic to a lot of music is still there, but a lot of it's gone. The beauty of what they struggle from, like especially back in the Motown era, you know, what they had to come up with, the concepts and everything. We've become so lazy when it comes down to some music today. I'm not saying all, but I just want to be recognized as one of those artists, not just like I had to always reference back to old school stuff. I wanted to be referenced into like a new era too. Like if you was listening to my last two songs that were played, I referenced some things that was old school, but I changed it to a modern day. And I do that a lot through my music, just to reference, to give some kudos to the people that inspired me, you know? And so I just say, you know, especially if you still singing and that's in your heart to do, never give up on what your dreams are, because once you do, you become everyone else.
I like that. You ever, or do you have any gospel music?
I do. I've had a gospel album that I've had, and when I was promoting myself through an engineer I was working with at the time, he wanted me to just work on his music. He crushed my CD. So I have not been able to find that sound again. I have it in my heart. I can sing it a cappella, but it's like I need that pianist that can play by ear, that can help me remake those again. But gospel, yes, that's where I've come from. That's where my soul come from. But it was more like, yes, a lot of people respect gospel, but they're not listening to it like the worldly music. So I want to make it more R&B inspirational. You know, so that's where the creativity come from.
Yeah. That's wow. Somebody did that. Nothing but the devil, but geez.
Yeah.
Been through some things in this music industry.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Before we get out of here, man, what is one of the best things in the music that keeps you going today?
Just the sound of it. When I hear it, I get the moving, I get the jigging. And it bothers people around me, so I do it anyway. Because it's just a song in my heart, you know. What's the why you work? You know, go as you play.
Yeah.
I think everybody's desire is to sing.
Yeah.
It's about how comfortable you are,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Some sing in the shower, some sing in the car.
Right.
I just try to sing where I can.
We got Teleè in the building, everybody. Columbus, Ohio. Literally came down here for this interview and some other things with BlinkshowTV, man. I'm telling y'all, go to BlinkshowTV on Roku. Get the app, you feel me? You can download the app, okay? And you can see the journalist reposts. You'll see my interviews, you feel me? Go to BlinkshowTV.com. Go to Blink Show on social media. Teleè is one of the clients. He's been doing this thing, man, and I appreciate him still having the tenacity and the spunk to keep going. You know what I mean? Is there any last words, anything you want to tell the people, anything you want them to know about you, maybe something we didn't touch on?
I just thank everyone for listening today. My name is Teleè, spelled T-E-L-E-E. apostrophe at the end, or how Beyonce put the French E. You know, it's a little hard to search out sometimes because there's a rap artist out there named Teleè too. And I just really appreciate everyone going out and giving me some love and just giving me a chance, a try.
How do they find you?
You can just simply log into either Apple Music or Instagram too, Spotify, any of the social medias, and just search my name.
Teleè, for sure.
And live day to day to make all your dreams come true and more. Baby, honey, I can fight my... Man, I don't know what you better do, man. You better get up. Hey, well, get on now. It's coming regardless. God told me to live free, y'all. I keep it moving. It's how I do it. Let my back go. My back. Well, go ahead now. Just keep on the flow, no. I keep it moving. It's how I do it. Let my feet control me. They come my body. Let the roast head off my back. Get on, y'all. Get off of my back. Stop my path. Oh, well, go ahead now. Off of me, bro. Step off my back. Off my back. Say you can't stop my task. Say you won't stop my path.